Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Chemistry with Wikipedia. Today I will be doing a tutorial on how to draw Lewis structures and use VSEPR to identify the shape, bond angles, and hybridization. So to draw Lewis structures, we have to first find the total number of valence electrons that are in each atom of the molecule by looking at the periodic table. The number of valence electrons are the last digit in the group number. So group 13 has 3, group 18 has 8, so on and so forth. We add together all the values to get the total number of valence electrons, and then we draw all of our surrounding atoms around the central atom. Once we've done that, we place valence electrons around all the surrounding atoms. Because we've drawn one bond from the central atom to the surrounding atoms, that's 2 electrons, so there'll need to be a total of 6 electrons around each of the surrounding atoms. Any electrons that are left over go on the central atom, and then I am done with my structure. Once I have my structure, then I can use VSEPR to identify the shape, bond angle, and hybridization. I look at how many atoms are attached to the central atom and how many lone pairs are attached to the central atom. And then using that and the VSEPR chart, I can then figure out all of the information I need. This is the number of bonded atoms, and then that's the lone pair. So I just find the correct combination, and then I read my chart. Hooray and huzzah. The chart will always be given to you for assessments, so there's no reason to memorize this. All right, first up we have IF5. I is iodine in group 17, so it has 7 valence electrons. F is also in group 17, so it has 7 times 5 is 35. So I have a total of 42 valence electrons. I is my central atom, so I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fluorines around my central atom. So each of my bonds is 2 electrons, so I'm going to add 6 to each of the fluorines to complete its octet. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 already, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So I've completed my octet, but I still have 2 extra electrons left, so I'm going to put those as lone pair on the central atom. So that means that iodine has 5 atoms and 1 lone pair. So if I look here, 5 and 1 is square pyramidal. The bond angle is 90 degrees, and my hybridization is sp3d2. All right, let's do another. NH3, N is in group 15, so it's got 5. H is in group 1, so 1 times 3 is 3, so I have a total of 8 valence electrons. All right, N is the central atom, so I'm going to put each of the hydrogens around the N. Hydrogen is the exception to our octet rule. Hydrogen only needs 2 electrons to complete its octet, which it has because each bond is 2 electrons. So I have 2, 4, 6 electrons used, so the last 2, again, are going to have to go on the central atom. So that means that I have 3 atoms on the central atom and 1 lone pair. So that combination means I'm looking at trigonal pyramidal. Bond angle is 109.5. Hybridization is sp3. Great. Moving on. BE is in group 2, so it is 2. F is in group 17, so 7 times 2 is 14, for a total of 16 valence electrons. E is my central atom, so I attach each of the fluorines. I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I've used up all of my valence electrons, so I don't have to put anything on the central atom. So I have 2 atoms on the central atom and 0 lone pair this time. So 2 and 0 means that it is linear, 180 degrees, and sp hybridization. Next up, CF4. C is in group 14, so it's got 4. F is in group 17, so 7 times 4 is 28. So that's 32 valence electrons. So I attach all of my fluorines. So 2, 4, 6, 8 electrons used, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So I've used all 32, so nothing goes on the central atom. So I have 4 atoms, and again, 0 lone pair. So that combination is tetrahedral, 109.5, and sp3. All right, next up, AR-BR2. AR is in group 18, so it's got 8. BR is in group 17, so 7 times 2 is 14. That gives me 22 valence electrons. All right, AR is my central atom, so I attach both bromines. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So the valence shell of both bromines are complete, but I've only used 16 of the 22, so the rest of them are going to go on the central atom. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So here I have 2 atoms on the central atom, and I have 1, 2, 3 lone pairs. Each lone pair is 2 electrons. So there we go. All right, so 2 atoms, 3 lone pair. That combination is linear and 180 again, but this time my hybridization is sp3d. All right, next up, SH6. S is in group 16. H is in group 1. 1 times 6 is 6, so I have 12 valence electrons. All right, so I'm going to attach all 6 hydrogens to my sulfur. Hydrogen's octet is already complete because of the 2 electrons that are attached through the bonds. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 valence electrons used. 12 valence electrons is what I have, so I'm done here. Don't need to do anything else. So I have 6 atoms and no lone pairs on the central atom. So that's going to be octahedral, 90 degrees, and sp3d2. All right, next up, xenon is in group 18. Chlorine, I have 4 of them. 4 times 7 is 28. So that gives me 36 valence electrons. All right, so now I'm going to attach the 4 chlorines to the xenon. All right, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. All right, so I had leftover electrons, so I put them on the central atom. So I've got 4 atoms on the xenon and 2 lone pairs. So 4 and 2, square planar, 90 degrees, sp3d2. Next up, H2O. Hydrogen is in group 1, so each one has 1 electron, so it's a total of 2. Oxygen is in group 16, so it's 6, it's a total of 8. Normally, our central atom is first, but here we only have 1 oxygen, whereas we have 2 hydrogens, which means that oxygen has to be the central atom. So the central atom won't always be first, it usually is, though. All right, hydrogen has a complete octet because of these bonds, so any remaining electrons will go on the oxygen. I have 2, 4 electrons used, I have 8, so I'll do 5, 6, 7, 8. So oxygen has 2 atoms and 2 lone pairs. So that combo is bent 109.5 and sp3. Right? Next up, PCl5. P is in group 15, so it has 5 valence electrons. Cl is in group 7, so it has 7 times 5 is 35, which gives me 40. P is my central atom. All right, and then I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 electrons used, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. All right, so I've used all 40 valence electrons, so nothing needs to go on the central atom. So I have 5 atoms and 0 lone pair. So 5 and 0 is trigonal bipyramidal. I have 2 bond angles, 90 and 120, so I put them both, and then hybridization is sp3d. Right, next up I have BBr3. B is boron, group 13 means 3 valence electrons. Bromine is Br, so it's group 17, 7 times 3 is 21, so I have 24 total valence electrons. Right, so B is my central atom. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. All right, so I've got 24 already, so I don't need to put anything on the central atom. So I have 3 atoms and 0 lone pair, which means I am looking at trigonal planar, 120 degrees, and sp2, hybridization, right? Next up, ClF3. Cl is in group 17. F is also in group 17, and I have 3, so that's 21. So here I have a total of 28 valence electrons. All right, I have 1 Cl, so I'll put that in the middle. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So the last 4 will go on the central atom. 25, 26, 27, 28. So it's 2 lone pairs on the central atom. So here I have 3 atoms and 2 lone pairs. So 3 and 2 is T-shaped, 90 degrees, sp3d. SO2, S is in group 16, O is also in group 16. I have 2, so it's going to be 12, so I have a total of 18 valence electrons. Right, S, connect the O's. I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So the last one will go on the central atom. So I have 2 atoms and 1 lone pair, which means I'm looking at bent again, but this is 120 and sp2 hybridization. All right, last one. Selenium is in group 16. Iodine is in group 17. It's 28. So this is 34. Okay. All right, so I have Se. I'm going to attach all 4 of the I's. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. And so that last one will go on the central atom. I have 4 atoms and 1 lone pair. So that's going to be seesaw, 90 degrees and 120 degrees, and sp3d hybridization. All right, so that is how we draw Lewis structures and use the VSEPR chart to find the molecular shape bond angles and hybridization. This has been another episode of Chemistry with Wikipedia, tutorial edition. I hope you learned something, and until next time, keep on chemin'.